such a good sleep.
All right, we're going. We're live. Wait a second.
Okay.
Here we go. The moment of reality.
It's good, Kaz.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. I can hear you normally.
Okay, great.
I've just had to turn it back down. I believe it's good. It's good my end.
Excellent. Check out the picture.
KFC doing that? Is that like a Mongolian eagle warrior?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
How the hell did someone get that photo in real life? That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And these days, honestly, you'll never know whether you're looking at something that was Photoshop or real.
Oh, exactly. Those deep fakes and that's insane, isn't it?
Dusty Rhodes is big.
Yeah, I thought we were just going to be having a chat amongst ourselves.
Hey, mate, we've got to finish off what we start, don't we, Dusty?
Exactly.
Even if we're feeling, ironically, dusty.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit dusty right now.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh,
Hey,
Bruce.
Bruce M. Thank you very much, sir. Straight off the bat, not to be outdone,
Thanks, Bruce.
mate. This is what a day.
Oh yeah.
What happens now when everyone's been on here today?
Yeah.
How do you go back and then sit in front of the telly and go, Jesus, today was expensive?
Yeah, but it doesn't feel expensive because they know that they've made someone's life a lot better.
Oh, look, it's you know who's going to feel the best, I reckon, will probably be Roddy, knowing that his wife is getting acknowledged for what she does.
Oh,
Yep.
for sure. Yeah, I bet you he would just be telling us how amazing she is. And that was one of the first things Jeff said to me is that she's an admirable woman.
Yeah, of course.
She is. Yeah.
Hey, Dusty Rhodes, mate. What do you think of that that thumbnail? I've been waiting to put it on all day. That was meant to be the third one that was meant to come on at lunchtime to give people the inspiration to quickly get in the car and tear off to get 10 of the Colonel's best. We've got an hour and 16 minutes to go. That's what we've got. Again, you don't have to be here for all of it. Mucho respecto to everyone for what you have done. It's been a bloody privilege for me today. A real privilege.
Yeah, same.
And one second. How do we get that chat there?
What chat where?
What chat where? What I'm doing is just trying to figure how to get that screen. That's the only way we can do it. We're up to 11 viewers again.
There you go.
It's a big gig for people to come back to the stream
Yeah,
after some have been on all day and are now probably thinking, "Oh, guys, I can't believe you've come back on." But you know what? We've got to finish what we started.
Yeah, sure
You know,
do.
it's because look at them all. Because Loretta and Roddy,
Yep.
rotten-ass monster. What's he going to be like today? He wants to know that we put the best effort forward. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because apparently that's his attitude too.
Yeah. Let's get some good questions in there. This is the time to make it about yourselves. All day you've been listening to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk or let us know what you want us to talk about. It can be any subject, anything. You steer the ship.
Yeah, but we'll let you know if it's something we can't talk about to keep the gremlins away.
Keep them away.
Yeah, exactly.
If more questions don't come on, Kaz's going to start singing.
If you start singing, I'll probably curl up and go to sleep.
The songbird of my generation.
Yeah, you turned into a unicorn for a minute.
Hey, Ruth, do you have any insights for the OSB? I absolutely do, mate. I have some insights for the OSB. And we're back, says Brucey M. What close characteristics does the Army look for in an officer? What are the chances that Aiden and Flubber, both at the same time, came up with something that was officer related? Well, I'm going to give you a hint on something. You can look up these traits and these qualities for a military officer or any officer, leadership, by looking up the traits of a leader. What are the traits of a commander? What makes commanders different? Look up things like identifying talent. And then say to yourself, like, if I want to do a video and I want to make a video popular, then all I do is type into Google the first couple of words, and then from there it starts to fill out the rest on the most popular search engine. So you can put that up and topics will come up, and then just press on one of them. The best way to learn about leaders is to study leaders by reading about leaders, by listening to podcasts about leaders, especially the ones that were great. Not just the ones that served or the ones that got the promotions, but the ones that actually did something and are famous for it.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be the mistake that was made by the hubris of Custer, Colonel Custer, in the Battle of Little Bighorn. Okay, whether it be the charge of Colonel Grant at Beersheba. Okay, but he was just a location guy. He was told, do this job, ride your horse, don't fall off.
Yeah.
Okay, whether it be by Trajan, who built a wonder of the world to get across, okay, the river at, what do you call it? German River.
The Rhine?
The Rhine. He built a bridge across that, and then once it was done, he came back and burnt the bridge. You know,
sometimes you've got to burn bridges.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Good one. Mm-hmm. Mr. P, that oxygen thief is out there with us. Peter H, nice you got it fixed. Pete, this is a classic example again. As soon as the conversation goes in a certain way, there's a certain mechanism that kicks in. Yep. Yeah. What a day it's been. Right.
It really has been a day.
Let's ask you guys and gals. Put in there a person, you know, who you think is a great person in history. Joan of Arc?
Oh, that's a good question.
She had, look at the leadership she had there. She was able to inspire the toughest men in the globe nearly, who were already granted knighthood, despite the fact that she was a female soldier that probably couldn't have done a chin-up.
Yeah, just a teenager.
Yep. Imagine how amazing she was. Demon. Anzac Strong. Bet Robert Smith. Yeah. Okay. Great warrior. Yep.
Yeah. I'm with Stephen K there. I agree.
Yep. Steve, where's Steve? Steve K. Jesus. Pretty hard man to beat. That's a yardstick right there.
Yeah, he was Napoleon's pick too.
Have you noticed it's nearly always someone that has to make the difficult decisions?
Yes.
It's not real hard to make the decisions everyone's already telling you to do. No one's going to remember someone for making the decisions you could have made yourself. Do you remember the saying that, and no one could have played a better part than Brad Pitt when he played Achilles. He was the sexiest man alive when he did that.
Yeah, he's so pretty.
And his long hair, but he suited the part. Yeah. But when he said, that's why you'll never be remembered. I wouldn't fight him. That's why you'll never be remembered. Yeah. It's the fights you take on that you don't know what the outcome is going to be. That's why you get more for a bet that you make while the outcome is not obvious. Dusty Rhodes, no more from you, please, sir. You've been going well today. Ben Roberts Smith. Yep. I've got to be careful on that subject at the moment, as you know. It's topical. Marcus Aurelius, fantastic.
Yeah, good choice.
Trajan, served against multiple commanders. What about Spartacus? How crazy was his leadership to have actually inspired so many to stand up and then fight against consular armies and prevail? Yep. He had a really, really horrible ending, and so did his people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But if you tell them to take the time back, they'd probably go, someone has to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Life was
Rambuka. Rambuka. Who's that?
I don't know.
Or is it, you haven't been drinking, you're not trying to write Boudica?
Boudica, yeah. Yeah,
she was absent in her last fight. Turned up there, met ruin, you know, what I found amazing about that fight with Boudica is it was only a double legion of 10,000 Romans, and they believed that she had 170,000. And he said, where were these people that sacked Londinium?
Yeah.
And then went, I'm going to go and find them. And he went to them, and they fought him, and he defeated them with what they called was a human buzzsaw, which was, I believe, the first time they actually used the wedge, the flying wedge. When you listen to the accounts of it, oh my God, you know.
Yeah.
They said that we're going to win as long as we can keep walking forward. So the Romans kept moving forward, making the dragon's teeth.
Yeah,
and
they
they
had to.
Yeah.
Seeing people. Yeah,
and they won. Action Jack, Sandy McGregor. The first tunnel rut. There you go. Imagine if you're claustrophobic. Can you be so scared of heights that you don't like promotion? Everyone, if we can. Anzac Strong, Dean Caswell. No, I'm a paper champ, mate. Think of, even if you've got to look on your phone now, write in the best quote that you can find. Everyone, if you can, the best quote that you can find, whether it's a famous quote or just a funny one.
Yeah, you can't put the fart back in the bum.
Dean Caswell, 2020.
Exactly.
You can't put a fart back in a bum.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronan, how you going, the Grey Warrior? You know, thank you very much, mate. You know, hopefully what we've done today is confirm that this is a channel that does what it says and it finishes what it starts. There's going to be plenty more that we do. You know, we're never going to ask for money like this again.
No.
You know, we don't go with the common gust of wind. We try to cover the gaps where people get left behind or fall through.
That's right.
The Romans were pretty good and much learned on the Greek philosophers. They were, but they weren't a big fan of the Greeks either. Gaius Marius was known to walk out of the theatre if he found out that one of the actors was Greek.
Really?
Yeah. Friends, Romans and countrymen, lend me your ears, Mr. P. I think you're alive then, sir.
You're cheeky.
I love Mr. P. He knows that.
Yeah, he knows. We all love him.
Look how knackered everyone is. 24 viewers. People are just, you can tell they're just, oh my God.
Because I'm the same.
Freedom! Who said that? Was that William Wallace or was that Mel Gibson? Or was it both?
Don't know. We don't know. We've got more proof that Mel Gibson said it.
Yeah. The worst thing you can be is average. Yep. That's how you get forgotten. Right. But you know what? Every team needs some average as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Shakespeare. Was he angry? Oh, you meant the person. I thought you meant someone shaking the spear. Yeah, okay. I've been a dick. William Wallace, WW.
Yeah, what about the Irish guy, Rob Roy?
Yep. What about one of the boldest moves in history when Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon? And he just simply said, the die is cast.
Yep.
He made the decision. An army wasn't allowed to actually come into Roman grounds. Permitted, and that was the territory that we're not allowed to come past. And he knew that he's actually he's going through at the moment what someone else is going through at the moment. But I won't go into that.
Yep.
I've come to praise Caesar, not bury him. That's a cool one, Mr. P. And did you know that it is legend that when Gaius Marius had completed his tenure for Rome, he was too dangerous a lion to be left behind them, even though he was their lion. So they sent an assassin to kill him. And apparently when the assassin went in to get him, he looked up from his bed and said, "You dare raise a sword against," I think it was against the consul. It was something like that. But anyway, it turned out it scared the assassin so much he ran off into the night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then Gaius Marius ended up living the rest of his days, with no one ever trying again. Yeah, yeah.
Give me a second, Kaz. I'm going to take some Nurofen and drink some Coke.
You do it.
Just give me a second.
It's from Antony and Cleopatra. Didn't know she was Greek.
Yep. She
From
was
the
very Greek.
Ptolemy dynasty. She was a descendant from Alexander the Great. And the Indians were the first to use combined arms when they used elephants with archers and spearmen. One of the highlights of my entire life was standing on Masada, in Israel. Hannibal, again, one of my favourites. Scipio Africanus, the man that beat him. But it's always like the last fight you have is always, did you have him when he was already wounded, when he was laying down, when he'd given up? It's tough. Be the change you wish to see in the world. There you go.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. SOS, how you going, mate? Did you mean freedom of this stream? You wanted to get out of here? There's Michael Stott. He's got another nip of the brew. Are you going downhill or uphill there, Stotty? Medic? Hard Yakka, hey Kaz, did you go through Kapuk with any people with a Greek background? I didn't see colour, mate. I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, exactly.
Cyrillus? I went through with a guy called Cyrillus.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just sending Jeff an updated link.
Did we have any new members? Yeah, we got 10 new members, Stoddy. Ashwan Muller. Hey, Kaz, I'm going to Kapuka next time round. What date was that, Ashwan? It must be a real privilege for people after they've been around this channel to actually be able to look back and see things and go, okay, so there's not much to be scared of. I expect I'm going to get yelled at, but it doesn't mean they're angry at me. I expect to make some new friends that are completely different to the friends I have. I expect the people to have my back like I have theirs. I expect to be cold or hot, but I'm getting paid. And when I get out is pretty much my idea these days.
Hey, Kaz.
Yeah.
I remembered something. Do you remember how you said if you got so many new members, you would put in $200?
Yeah.
Have we reached the member number yet?
Well, let's... no, it was 20.
Yep.
So we had 11 members in the last in the stream that just went down, including the upgrade. So if we got 9 more members, I'll put an additional $200 in as well today.
It would be great to get another 9 members at least before the end of the stream.
It would be.
Oh, sorry, Stoddy. It's all right, Stoddy. You don't have to. I'm running out of steam myself.
Okay, team. Just in case you don't know, we've got 1 hour and 16 minutes left. And the reason why we came back on was because we're here to finish what we started. You don't have to stay on, team. I'm stoked to have had you here the way we have all day. It's been fantastic. Joseph Barker, there he is. Hey, Kaz and team. Hannibal has arrived. Are you going to use the mountain pass this time? I wonder.
As long as he means that kind of Hannibal.
Yeah. Hey, Kaz, how are you? I'm pretty good, Albino Nick. 11 members equals 11 Krakens. Oh, there we go. So is Kraken going to be the...
Kraken is his rum. That's what he calls his rum.
But is that going to be the official name now for... Okay, the members.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, let's call him. It's a Kraken.
Everyone loves a Kraken.
Yeah, why not?
Is the Kraken part calamari?
Yeah. Well, I don't. It would be. It would feed a lot of people. It would go a long way.
Yeah.
And how great's that? Because then we can count Krakens and cows.
Krakens and cows.
We're descending into madness, Kaz. This has gone on so long.
And imagine this one. The symbol for is Nutsu cow for the cow. What about for the Kraken?
Hang on, I can't see it. I've got to wait for the delay.
Yeah. Kraken rings.
Yeah, the Kraken's great.
Yeah. Guys, I really hope you have a great day. A great day tomorrow, the Father's Days. Whether you are a father or whether you're going to go and let a father that you look up to, including your own, have a great day. It's a massive day and it should never be overlooked because there's so many people who are working so hard to give people what they can as a life. What's the tally, Kaz? What for, mate?
For the DOS, we stopped counting some time ago as it was when it was over 2,400. So, and it just kept rolling on. So we'll have to add it all up later. I've got them all written down. I just haven't added them up.
This is the biggest crack and sips in Stoddy history. Stoddy, you're going to be paying for this for a long time now.
Stoddy's going to suffer more than both of us, Kaz, tomorrow.
Yeah. Ashwan Mueller, how you going, mate? That's German, yeah? Nicholas, hey, that's a cow. That's a cow. He's there. JC, amount we have fundraised. I didn't see what it was just before it went down, mate. What's that? Robbie Wool. What? I can't even see those things. Are they Romans or?
They're little octopi.
Ah, Kraken.
Yeah, Krakens.
Nutsu Kraken. Yeah, it's German. Oh, there you go.
Welcome back, Spartan Mouth.
Spartan Mouth. We were just talking about different famous commanders, and one of those was Spartacus that we were talking about. We're also looking for awesome quotes.
Just give me a second. I've got to go do a wee. I'll be back.
Didn't you do one last year?
Look, I've been drinking a lot trying to stay hydrated today.
Good point. Guys and gals, guess what? We've only got, 54 minutes to go. The Kraken is kaput. What wins? The Megalodon or the Kraken? I reckon the Kraken, because it'll stop the Megalodon, and the Kraken won't. The Megalodon would be full before it could eat all of the Kraken. Maybe it's got to replay 100 times. Hey, Yaros, how you going, mate? I thought Euros when I saw that, and now it makes me want a kebab. Guys, this is crazy. In a good way. Been listening to you on and off since the morning. Great to have you here, my friend. What do you think about that pitch? You probably had dinner already, so it's got no effect on you. I was making this at nearly 12 o'clock last night, and I was in all sorts of raptures of laughter, and I thought that meant I wanted some Kentucky. Kentucky drumstick would be amazing now. Life is a journey, enjoy it while it lasts. And I tell you what, Ashwan, it can end quickly. You know? Bailey's hat. Where have you got your hat at the moment, Kraken? You know? Is it on the lounge? Is it on your head? Empty bottle. The Kraken has kicked Dotty's butt. Emma, how you going, love? Amazed it lasted so long before YouTube said no. I'm heading off this stream, but wish the family the best. Those who donated, good on you. Well done, Emma. What are you doing for your father tomorrow? Let us know. Ronan, hey, Kaz, I'm joining the RAR, Royal Australian Regiment. Hopefully this year, not too sure. Such as still haven't fully decided if I want to go mechanised or motorised. You don't need to make that decision, mate. That decision you'll be making in the School of Infantry after you've been in the military probably more than 4 or 5 months anyway. So don't worry about it. JC, there are 2 times in life, now and too late. Words to live by. There are 2 times in life, now and too late. Oh, okay. Spartan Mouth. Hope you're well, JC.
Okay, I'm back, Kaz.
She's back.
I got to count that Yaros, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
And g'day to our Islamic brothers. Most people regret what they didn't do but wish they had done. I'd agree with that, Robbie Wool. I'd agree with that. If you're single and you see that beautiful girl, don't be afraid to go over and go, you are so beautiful to me and probably those guys first, but I'm going to take you to a nicer dinner than them.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
Mr. Pat losing his mind.
Is he?
Yep.
Is it Colonel you respect? Wait 2 seconds, team. This is nice. Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Hey, darling. How'd you go at netball?
Good.
Guess what we're doing? Still streaming. All day. Yeah.
Yay.
We're helping the family, remember? They got 2 girls too.
Really?
Yeah. And guess what tomorrow is?
Well, Daddy's Day.
Yeah, Daddy's Day. You going to make it a nice day for Dad?
Yeah.
Do you want me to come and take... Did you have a big day? What did you do?
Hey, we looked, for a costume. So we went to 10 different places.
That's awesome.
And then we went shopping with Mimi and netball. That's it.
Did you win netball?
No.
Did you score?
But we were close.
Did you score one?
No.
That's okay.
Because Gabby wouldn't throw it to me. And I never got a chance to throw it into the hoop.
Oh. Can I give you a call in a minute? I'll only be another
Sure.
50 minutes. Okay? Oh, geez, that was quick. Hey, Delegate. How you going, mate? What's your cow? Kraken.
Hello.
We just got a Kraken.
We got a Kraken. How many do we need?
Well, that's up to 12 or 13 now.
Kraken time. I love your Kraken signal.
And guys and girls, let me just point something out to you. You might be thinking, oh, that's a little bit immature, Kaz. You know, you're, choose, Della. You might be thinking that's a little bit immature for someone that was a, platoon sergeant and all that sort of stuff, or a 49-year-old man. But this is also a little bit about showmanship, also appreciation for what you guys do to give me the chance to do things for others. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a script. I don't have considering we didn't come on here with a script today and we've spoken for, how long is it now?
Oh, gosh, a long time.
Nearly 8 hours. That's not too bad. You can't beat me. I'm going to crack it on. Before you give too many props to Michael Stott, just remember that pirate probably has Google in front of him and it took him 17 minutes to get that one. Stotty.
Yeah. He's had rests during the day, but still, I wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah. He's been great. Hannibal. Joe Pesky beats the Kraken, I reckon. Joe Pesky. The one from Casino.
That's what I was thinking.
Dewsvolt. I can't talk about that on here, Deuce. We've already had the stream shut down because of what we've said once. It's an interesting subject, but I think you know my answer. Bruce M. Lauren. Yeah, mate.
The rough guesstimate of what we're on at the moment. I think we're roughly around. I just did a quick add up, but I didn't add in the smaller amounts. Yeah. So we're like roughly about 2,900.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, great.
Quote, in my defence, I was left unsupervised. You could always say, God, you made me imperfect. What did you expect? Yeah. Almost there, Lauren.
I'm
46 minutes to go.
I'm hanging in there.
You're doing bloody well. We've watched equivalent to Lord of the Rings twice.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Kaz, any ideas for OSB? Yeah, Aiden, OSB, you're going to go in there. You're not even going to have the section, which you'd normally go in there with about 10 people. You need to be able to communicate about a subject. They're going to ask you to public speak, so to speak, and that might be 5 minutes. Might be longer. They might ask you on a view on a topic that there is no right or wrong answer, but they want to see what side and where you fall on a topic. There might be, tell me some things about you, some negative traits about you, so they know that they're dealing with someone that can evaluate or self-critique. Because if you can't think of anything, then they're going to think that maybe this person has a personality disorder, which is the reason why they want to be a commander. Maybe it's a power trip. And we see a lot of that in school teachers.
Yep.
Okay, and we see it in some other areas where, and police force, where people go for because they didn't have a good time and they said, I will not be bossed around. So we need to make sure people are there because they have actual leadership. The one trait you have to have is leadership. And leadership is moral courage. But also being able to make decisive decisions in a timely manner without all the facts that you're willing to go to the grave with. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want someone that can come up with a perfect answer but take a year to get it.
Yeah, exactly. That's no good to anyone.
Yep.
I feel the same, Action Jack.
Is Action Jack suffering? Feel drunk without having any bad drinks. Gone a bit gaga. Mega stream has been great. Well done, everyone. We get to recover later.
Yeah.
Later we get to recover, and then we can talk about the stream that happened. And some of you guys that have got the Lance Corporal stripe and the private stripe, the private soldier, they will be going, were you even there for the for the big stream?
Were you there? Did you see Kaz drink a Pepsi?
Yeah.
Live?
Yeah.
I was there.
Imagine if you were a salesman for Pepsi now, you'd be going, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, man.
They're going to send you a case. Maybe they'll make a big donation for you to do it again. We would accept that.
I'm glad I haven't got a second can.
I just dogged you in then. I said that Pepsi could pay you enough to do it again.
Actually, one of the funny things, I've actually got friends, I say friends loosely, people that I met that made an impact on me, and apparently I made an impact on them, with neither of us being swingers. And they both met each other, and they're Coca-Cola distributors, the PR team for Coca-Cola.
Yep.
And when I met the guy, when I gave one of my winning speeches as the best man at a wedding, with no script, that's right, no script. All you got to do is listen to a bit of Garth Brooks, and you'll be ready for any speech. You just say the lyrics instead of singing them, and you're good to go.
That's awful.
Stevie, awesome, mate. You take it easy, mate. Put your head down, buddy. Well done on your new promotion to the moderator. And let's have a talk soon, eh?
Yeah.
So I met these two people that were fantastic, and I call it leadership. She had been in the corporate branch, he was too, and they'd met each other through promoting Coca-Cola, which made them awesome in my books. And I said, that's the best job in the world. He goes, it's the hardest job. It's the hardest job you could have. And I was going, what are you talking about? You're the PR team for Coca-Cola. How easy is that? It writes its own checks. He goes, no, it's on the stock market. Which means the shares have to go up. And guess what? Every single person on earth knows about Coca-Cola. There is nothing I can do in marketing to make people start drinking Coke when it used to be, do you drink Coke or do you drink Pepsi or do you drink Fanta? That was it. Or lemonade. That was it. Now there's Mother. Now there's Red Bull. Now there's 100 different drinks, iced coffee, all these different flavors that you never really drank until you're an older member of society. And they said it's almost impossible to get ahead, and that's why you're seeing cherry Cokes. That's why you're seeing Coke this, Coke that. When really, you only need one Coke, and that's the original Coke.
Yep. Hey, here's a good question from Connor. Hey, Kaz, I got my enlistment day on the 14th for infantry. Is there anything I need to take that'll make life a bit easier at Kapuka that they don't tell you? Well, Dave suggested the envelopes with the stamps on is a really great idea.
Yep. That self-stamped envelopes
Yep.
is great. And write that to your grandmother or grandfather, the people that are proudest for you, the biggest supporters. Write them an actual letter, something they can hold in their hand. Wipe some dirt across it or some boot polish or something to make it look like you've worked harder than what you are. Maybe some gun grease.
Oh, now I'm rethinking all the letters I received.
Cactus Jacks, delegate. There is no better food on earth than Cactus Jacks. I'm telling you right now, it cures 67% of most diseases. just with the fajita sauce.
If you had some Cactus Jacks now, you could go another 6 hours.
I could do 6 hours anyway if it was for the right cause, and this is the right cause. Don't start me, woman.
I would just pass out.
So what we're talking, okay, so lettuce. The other one, what you want to do in your civilian bag that you take with you is throw some Chico Babies, some Minties, one of your favourite foods, packets of chips, whatever, so that when they go and get your jeans and your collared shirt, whatever it is, so you can go up to do something tonight or relax in, that you can go in there and treat your face like it's a 5-year-old bloody birthday party. The other one is baby wipes, good ones to have. They're great. What else? Just some clothes that are comfortable that you like wearing that make you feel powerful.
Yeah, photos of your girlfriend or someone else, as you said.
Absolutely, take a photo of someone else's girlfriend if you don't have one. You know, and your parents, dog, car, bike, whatever. And the reason you do that is to make yourself human in the eyes of those that walk into the room when you're not there and go, who's this candidate? Who's in this bed? Well, his name is, where are you? Who asked the question, sorry?
Oh, it was
Connor.
Connor.
Oh, his name's Connor Dwyer. Oh, okay. She's a lovely looking lady. What's the go with her? Is that his sister or is his girlfriend? Don't know. Ask him. Then you might be there for a week and they come in and go, Connor. Recruit Dwyer. Is that your sister? Or is that your girlfriend?
And he says, same person.
I'm from Tassie. And and you might just say, hey, look, it's just a really good friend or whatever. The reason why that used to be such a cool skill or a tactic to have is because that was when you had march out parades. So people think if they're on the wall, there's a chance they're going to be here. And if it looks like someone I would respect, then chances are I don't want that person looking at me with disrespect. So I'll look after Connor Dwyer a little bit better to make sure that when I meet his dad, I don't get the stink eye. Yeah.
Just don't want the stink eye.
Everyone cares how people think.
Yeah.
If you don't care what people think, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, you might be a bit of a psychopath.
Yeah. I'm glad, Stoddy, you're always here for the most epic moments. He is. He's part of the law himself.
He is. He's always here. He's been here for both the most epic streams in our history.
He has been. And sometimes it's about Stoddy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and sometimes when he's off doing his university work or toga parties or wherever he is and he's not here, we always get the questions where people are asking about being a medic and I'm always spewing.
Well, he went from, Stoddy went from from being military to then over to a university. So he's skipping back and forth between things. And I had one of the best conversations with him one day when it was about 38 degrees here, 48 degrees here. And I went for a walk and I said, I can't stay inside while this is going on. So I was talking to him and I was bloody sweating like a judge. And we just talked forever. It was great. I don't know why we haven't spoken again since.
Yeah. So it was getting too hot when you were talking to Stoddy, was it?
Well, I tell you, Penrith is one of the hottest places I've ever been in my life. You know.
I was being cheeky.
I know you were.
I was cracking a funny.
Did you say cracking?
God, I think I am going delirious because today has been such a big day.
We're down to 37 minutes left. It's not like you're in. It's not like you're in the push-up position.
Yeah, no, I've gone full circle. I'm getting a second win now.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Epic streams are always fun.
Even
the wild one where all those people came in. That was fun in retrospect.
We've never had a big crowd today, which is really weird. It's funny how you can have a channel with nearly 7,000 people, but never have 100 at any time, really, in one stream. But it happens to all channels. You see them when people see streams, they tend to go, "Oh God, I don't know."
I think people either love streaming or hate it. You know.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have a topical question to that you need answered either.
Yeah, but then again, I watch Mr. Buckroni's streams and yours. You know, so I like you two streamers, but I might not like another one.
Well, that's true too.
I've never tried. That would feel like cheating.
I think that if you have a YouTube channel, you in some ways you owe it to the channel for them to see who you really are on a live stream instead of just cut scenes all the time in a production that you make. That way they know he really is an idiot. Or I can see that there is no reason to take life that seriously. I'll give you an example. I'm nearly 50 years old. Some of you guys and gals are getting told to show some more maturity. There's a difference between maturity and responsibility.
Yep.
You can be absolutely fun at heart, but be responsible as buggery. And there's people that always seem like they've got a stiff upper lip and eyebrow raised, but are making problem after problem after problem, whether it be judgment calls or vice. So, yeah.
Yep.
I'm not in jail. Stoddy says he never crosses the streams.
Yep.
Running bear, dove in the water. Little white dove did the same, and they dove off into the river. Do you know that song?
Yep. No,
Yep.
I don't know the words. I know the tune.
Yep, because my dad watched westerns.
Oh, do you know what? So did my dad. He
And
loved them.
I'd Lever Action, Toy Gun.
Do you know what one of my favourite to this day albums is? It's Marty Robbins, Big Iron.
Look what JP just wrote. 37 minutes is long enough for someone his age to do the 2.4.
I don't know.
The 2.4 kilometre run. Well, the legal time is around, 12 minutes 18 for someone his age, or 13 minutes. But he reckons, JP reckons 37.
I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Watching someone do a 2.4 is so funny. Watching them slowly go downhill, fall apart. Some of my best times with Pato was watching Pato do a 2. The BFA. Then I'd do the BFA when we were sergeants at CTC, and you just see an older man as he realises he's getting old. Currently, nearly at 11 minutes for 2. 11 minutes for 2 kilometres. Okay, you've got to add that 400 metres to it. So you've got to add at least another minute and a half to 2 on that. Be careful about running with weights, mate. There's no advantage to it. Even in the military now, you're not allowed to run more than 2 kilometres with boots on because of the repetitive damage it can do because our careers are longer. Now, I'll tell you something. When you get in the military and you're back, and it's fairly topical for today because we've got, not Jeff, Loretta and Roddy, this is everyone's united because of someone's back injuries. That when you're younger, you don't realise that the damage is getting done while you're younger.
Yep.
As you get older and your midsection relaxes a bit, the pressure will give way, and you know what, you're going to be suffering from things, especially when you've been in infantry. And even those in armoured corps that jump a lot of vehicles and jump off vehicles down onto the ground all the time, and people that in transport as well, and engineers, that what happens is you compress your discs. But when you go to somewhere like DVA and you're here for a back problem, at the start, they don't even need to go tell me about it. Not even tell me about an injury. They might just go, JP would know this. They just go, how many years were you in? Okay, that goes on the table. What corps were you in? Goes in the table. Did you do any operations? Goes on the table. How much were you used to carrying? Bam, bam, bam. Then they just go, this times this times this times this says that is your accumulative amount of load you have carried over the duration of what your term of engagement was. And then it comes into, there's probably a bar, I'd imagine, which is highly likely, maybe, and unlikely to automatically be sort of in the danger zone for a back trauma.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Hey, Nicholas, there you go, and he's back. Oh, well, I'm off for some lung beers. Cheers for the stream, Kaz. I hope the donations help this poor fella out. I'm sure they will, mate, and I'm sure they'll help his lady out too. Nutsu cow. Nick, you've been here all day, mate. Well done. You go and have a good day, and don't forget the dads tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, know I'm really so impressed with all the long haulers that
Yeah.
have shared the journey with us.
Yeah, Rob S. Yeah, we're flying up to Sydney for 14 days in a hotel. To me, that's a bloody dream. A dream. How many times are you allowed to call up and go, I really would like another club sandwich?
I don't think it's like that, is it?
I hope so.
Can you just call up for club sandwiches? We should have
I don't
asked
know.
them.
Room service, they'd probably have a daily allowance that they can't go beyond.
You may only be allowed one club sandwich a day.
I will store them up over 4 days. I'd never heard of a club sandwich. The first club sandwich I'd ever had was in Kenya. And I remember it was at the Hilton.
Oh, did you enjoy it?
Before you think that sounds really ritzy, the Hilton in Kenya is different to the Hilton in Sydney. And I remember this piano that only had one key. And we ordered, all of us, a club sandwich. I ordered because Benny ordered one. And so did Rory Dennis from Perth.
Yeah.
And I got the club sandwich. I thought, that's a thick-ass sandwich. No one told me about the toothpick that holds them together, that has the point at the top, point at the bottom, and they never put the little blue flag on there. So Kaz went, Megadon, and bit it like a chicken hawk,
Ow!
and I became part of the sandwich.
Oh my gosh, I can actually feel that.
Yeah.
Ouch.
It came with no sauce, but it looked like it had sauce on it. Ever since then, when I see club sandwich, I'm like, ah.
He's the deadly weapon.
Oh, did you get PTSD from when you were in Africa? I did.
Yes,
Was
the
it
club
was it
sandwich.
was it Rwanda? Yeah. No, it was this club sandwich that I had at the Hilton in Kenya. Yeah. And then there's a fast food place called Wimpy's that's in Kenya.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of Wimpy's, but I think I've heard of it in America.
Well, the Wimpy's in Kenya. Just picture a gourmet burger from a fish and chip shop, but someone's hit it with a fire hose of grease.
No.
You know, it basically comes in a bag of grease.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, really?
Oh my god!
Oh,
But you have it, and you're like, this is so good, so good.
yeah.
And I remember there was a hey, Dave's back.
Oh, welcome back, Dave.
Big
Hey,
Mac
order
is the
a
only
sandwich.
club sandwich. Yeah,
Yeah.
but JP, you must have noticed that recently the Big Mac is the same size as a 1990s cheeseburger from McDonald's. $4 for a medium Coke
Yeah,
for something
well,
that costs 17 cents.
So we had Hungry Jack's the other night, and I have what's called a special burger. I invented it when I was pregnant with my Gus, and I still like to get it. And John Paul got a God, I can't even remember the name of the burger that he got, but they used to be the same size, and all of a sudden, the burger he got was really small.
Really?
I can't remember. Was it the one that has beetroot on it? I can't remember.
McFeast.
It might be that one. It has an egg on it too.
I'm going to get the Kentucky off the screen.
Yeah. No, it's at Hungry Jack's anyway. So the Hungry Jack's version of that, and it was so small.
I know what they're talking about, yeah. There's nothing worse than being disappointed by something you've lined up for to really enjoy. Is there?
Yeah. Oh, look at you moving your little thing around.
Trying to look tech. So that's what the Boozer Parade looks like at all battalions on payday.
Well, you should show them what Stocklands look like on payday.
Oh, I remember when Stockies. This is how different it is now. My teacher used to smoke when I was at school in Townsville, in the classroom. You know, sometimes going like that to get it away from the kid's face while you're trying to do work. The teachers were allowed to hit you. You know, and what else was there? In Stockland Plaza, there was smoking allowed in shops. There was smoking allowed in hospital rooms with patients that you didn't know. Even if you didn't know them, you were allowed to smoke in there, in their room.
My mum told me about how they used to come and change the ashtrays in the maternity ward when she was having us.
What about how there was no seatbelts in the cars?
Yeah, no, there was none.
You could drive in the back of utes, you know, as long as you
Yeah,
had your back up against the backboard. They went, oh yeah, I know, we're really cracking down here.
My dad used to put me in the trailer for the driveway when he was coming back from the tip. Going to the tip was great when I was a kid.
Let's go and get you some toys.
Yeah. It was an adventure.
Well, your dad would throw you 4 bits of wood and go, see, it's better than Lego. It's where all the carpenters came from.
Yep.
Hard yakka. I think the ADF should come to school more often, as long as they send the right people, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
They only came to my high school once. That's not enough. That's not enough. Did you study hard yakka? Did they cover any of the subjects at school about the Australian Army, their involvement in operational service and why they went to places? That's an interesting point. You know?
Can Stoddy ring the bat phone?
He can. Are you able to speak?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Go on, Stoddy.
Let's go cracking. Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's get cracking.
Lauren's on the normal phone. The
Yep.
Patreon phone is waiting for you. Big
Yeah,
Stoddy.
go on, we're waiting for you.
No, wrong phone. 50-50, you got it wrong.
Too much Rumbos.
The other one, my man. Oh, Stoddy.
Has he got that phone?
Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hear that phone number?
I'm sure he is.
Because, you can call me on the bat phone.
Wait a sec. Drunk Aussie, he's back. G'day, mate. How you going?
Welcome back.
Here he is.
What, you got Stoddy?
You there, Stoddy? You there? Yeah, he's here.
Stoddy.
Oh, you ratbags.
We're here.
All you lovely people who joined up on this auspicious and epic stream. And I had to go and say, oh, you know what? I'll just go and have a couple of little Krakens for you, and just think that'll be cool, I thought like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, we nearly made the 20 now.
It's been one of those days, man. Stoddy, you've been there all day. I'm surprised you're not calling a taxi for tats.
Oh, come on now.
I'm surprised I'm not calling a taxi for my own bed.
How was your pizza?
How was my pizza? Was wonderful, Lauren. Pizza was absolutely lovely. It showed up around about 10 minutes late, but I didn't care.
Oh, did you get your money back?
That's awesome.
I got a discount.
That's okay.
Hey,
I
guys,
said, no, it's okay.
here's a great message from Drunk Aussie. His boss, look at this for a legend effort. Drunk Aussie has been released by his boss. He's at work at the moment, and he's let him go home and start the drive home for Father's Day, and he should be home by 3 a.m. tomorrow.
Oh,
That's a lovely message, mate.
that's beautiful.
Brilliant.
Great job to your boss too. Throw him a KFC chicken leg.
Exactly. Maybe don't throw it.
Yeah, it's. I tell you one thing we really take for granted if you're in the military and you don't have kids, you take parenthood for granted because you aren't one, and as soon as you are one, you go, oh no, I wish I'd cut some more slack for the mothers and fathers in my command,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was an orphan while I was in. Really, I think it wasn't until near the end of my career that I actually had children.
Yep.
And that. So yeah, for the most part, I was sitting in the orphans thing or playing with the kids on the little obstacle courses we used to make up in Townsville.
I'm glad you finished that sentence. Aiden Ruth said, Stoddy, you're absolute drunk, and I'm glad. I made you throw down 2 Krakens. RW is throwing the pineapples at us too.
Well, I think we should look back to find out whose actual suggestion it was that Kaz took shots of rum every time there was a new member, because somebody suggested it and it was Stoddy who took them up on it.
Thank you very much for jumping in front of that one for me, Stoddy.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
well,
couldn't
you know,
have done it either.
I'm good for I'm good for taking shots. You know.
Well, Spartan
Take a
Mouth
shot for you.
reckons first time hearing Stoddy speak, and he sounds like the type of guy I'd be mates with at school.
Yeah, Stoddy's great.
And Dave D's singing your praise here too.
Yeah, because we love you.
Yes, well
Stoddy.
done, Dave D. You hobbling little man, you. Well done.
The accidental amputee. For those guys that don't know, Dave was about to join the military. He only had a couple of seconds before he was going to get on the bus and decided, look at this, kids, gravity can't affect me, and jumped out of a tree and landed on his foot. And then he looks down at something dangling and realises the only thing that's holding his leg on is basically ligaments, open fractures, completely smoked it. They said basically you're never going to walk properly again, let alone get in the military. He came back and said, I'll be playing hopscotch in a week. It took him more than that, but now
He's
almost
playing
qualified. He's
hopscotch.
done.
Yeah.
Aiden Ruth, what
Oh,
are you doing?
Oh,
You
sorry.
can't become 3 members.
Oh no.
How
All
do,
right, hang on.
how do you become 3 members?
Because he's got lots of
Glass.
programs.
Oh no, I know what he's doing now. He's going back and forth between the, I think.
That's okay. He can do it. It's legal.
It's funny.
It's legal.
It-
Here comes the Kraken.
I thought why do you buy a bottle of something that you don't enjoy? You sound like someone who's just
I love
crossed.
the Kraken.
Oh,
It's the best rum ever.
Is it actually called Kraken?
Yeah, it's called the Kraken Black Spiced Rum.
really?
I'd never heard of it.
It's
Nor have I.
the American one.
Oh, it's getting me excited for
I
tomorrow.
like that, Rob.
Play Call of Cthulhu. Because
Ro-
he's like a bit of a Kraken face.
Albert
isn't
Einstein, in the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I like that.
Oh, some of that went up my nose. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, farewell and adieu to you, good Spanish lady.
That's I remember really hearing that from Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Reminder: 4 minutes to go, says Mr. P. Look at him. No. It's 18 minutes to go, my friend.
So, Mr. P,
He's done a stellar job today.
he's done a great job. I'm so pleased he was here. It's always nice to see him, and he's probably got more energy than us at this stage.
Yep. And hey, Stoddy, do you know next week we're going to have a whole bunch of people get promoted to section commander, to full corporal.
My God. Full corporal.
Yeah.
Ew.
What's the best rank in the
I'm
army?
not drinking for that.
Yeah. Celebrating promotions, you reckon?
Ugh. They do
Yeah.
it themselves, jeez. Whoa.
Got matchsticks in my eyes. Mr. P, we're almost done, mate. We're almost done. What I think, Jaws, his favourite movie, great monologue about the USS in Indianapolis. I tell you what, Action Jack, and this is a free episode from Dan Carlin on the Indianapolis, and it goes for about 53 minutes and 37 seconds, if my mind is correct. And it is one of the most amazing. You can watch Mission of the Shark, which is a very old movie. The Indianapolis went down on a secret mission after carrying components for what got dropped on Japan. Now, when they actually got sunk, they went down near Guam in waters that were so toasty warm that you were never going to lose your life to exposure. And that's why they were already in the water for over 3 days before a plane came past and went, is that a mosh pit down there? You know, it was terrible. They were flying over watching what was going on. And it only took, I think, 3 minutes. I think they said 3 minutes or 11 minutes for this ship to sink. Yeah, terrible. Terrible. And it happened at 1 minute past midnight. You there, Lauren?
Mm-hmm.
Lauren's phone just went dead.
Oh, no.
Stoddy, get my number from Kaz. I want to talk to you about medic stuff. There you go. Dave wants to sew his leg back on.
Oh, right.
We'll get him to send it to you tomorrow, Dave. Action Jack, the place we're going to open
Suggest
for.
electrical tape.
Electrical tape. It's a pretty good thing.
Works wonders.
Okay, Lauren, I'll let you go from the phone, or do you want me to charge it up so you get another quick see you later for the night in, or are you happy to just to type, my friend? The wind beneath my wings tonight. It's up to you. Look at Dave D with the thumb. Lackey tape fixes all. Yeah, it does. Put it. Call me back. I made it this far. Okay. Put a thumbs up if you're almost out of puff. If you're almost done. Are you there, Stoddy? You're not asleep?
No, I'm listening. It's kind of funny watching you and then trying to listen, and it's like, oh my god. No, I'm here.
Have you had a fun day, mate?
I've had a brilliant day. I've had a marvellous day being part of the team, helping a person that really desperately needs it. I'm glad to be part of that.
It is good, mate. And I tell you, it can be hard for people that haven't actually needed help from people before to actually understand exactly what we're doing today. And one day in the future, sometime, it's either going to be themselves, their family, or someone else that they care about where they can't be there, where they'll remember moments like this and go, you know what, it's possible. There's things you can do if you choose action instead of just waiting for a good idea to emerge from someone else. Yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
Aiden Ruth, I'm hitting a wall. But Kaz, if you said we had another 6 hours, I'd say let's send it. That's the way. That's the way. Is that unicorns that's coming from George and the Lurker? Yellow unicorns. Action Jack. Stoddy, it's been a pleasure to watch the stream with you tonight. There you go. There you go. Some beautiful messages from there. Stoddy, give us a little bit of your prognosis. You know, when people say, this is an important question, guys. When people say, hey, I want to join the military, and hey, Brucey M, he's back. Not so cow, yellow cow. Thank you very much, Bruce. Right, you have done a stellar performance today. You have. When someone says that they want to join the military and they've already been diagnosed, because this is more your sort of area too, with either depression, anxiety, or whatever. Explain, so it's not just me that says it. Okay, explain to them what the army is probably thinking. Why are they nervous about giving someone a shot when they've already shown there's cracks in the glass, so to speak?
Well, it's a risk factor that look, they've got to look out for the team, really, and you've got to. People who are out there who actually, there's a big spectrum of what anxiety is and what depression is, and that, situational depression or situational anxiety. It could be pointed things, but the psychs are going to figure that out. And just off the top of my head, I would not want to recommend anybody who does have a history of depression or a history of anxiety to go into such a high stress and high tempo environment. And it's not because of, like triggers or anything like that. Depression and anxiety is pretty much a constant ebb and flow. And so you'll never know when that actually is going to start to really affect you. And putting a person who has depression or has anxiety into the Defence Force, for that, you're putting not only yourself at risk, but you're putting your team at risk, you're putting your commander at risk, you're putting the mission at risk.
And what drives, it's a combination of things that actually make people go downhill quickly, isn't it? It's atmospheric, the weather, it's accumulative fatigue, it's the lack of good food in an adverse condition, it is time-sensitive movement and fatigue, it can be the breakdown of communications and relationships within a team. It takes a long time. And normally too far before someone goes, there's a problem. By then it's almost time to get someone the hell out of there, isn't it?
Yeah. And often sometimes seen it in operations where it's come almost too late for some people, and for one such medic, she had a massive, horrible time over there, and it came to the point where she was almost taking her life.
Yep.
And that's a point of everybody's got to watch out for each other, and when people start getting fatigued in an environment like that, your team misses certain things about that, and so that really emphasises that mental health stability that you should have before entering the Defence Force.
Yep.
Because people aren't always going to catch it. We're not always going to see it.
Especially if they can't afford to lose someone on the ground.
Exactly. Yeah.
And what's the first thing that people say? Is if you say, mate, maybe you're coiled too tightly, maybe you're outside the flags, mate, I've noticed something. The first thing they're going to do is pull back because they don't want to come home early. It's a funny thing. You think you want to come home early, and you can want to come home early from overseas, but there's no way you'd let them put you on a vehicle to come back early.
Yeah.
You want to come back with the people you went with. You want to do the entire stint.
Yeah, you want to finish it.
Hey, Riley, man, how you going? It's been nearly 8 hours now, or has it been just on 8 hours? And I'm going strong. I'm good to go. But it's been a long day. It has been. Lucky this Pepsi got me through.
That Pepsi.
Filthy drink.
I'm not trading places with you, Kaz, with that. I'd rather sink 20 Krakens than sink a Pepsi.
He's drinking rum called Kraken, the black rum, but agrees with me that he's not touching a Pepsi. SOS, good night, everyone. Got to feed the sprogs before they turn the place upside down. Have a great day tomorrow. Dads and mums who filled the role, happy Father's Day. And SOS, you're a keeper, mate. Good on yous. We'll never stream this long again unless it is because there is fuel in our soul to help someone else. And it could be one of you. Well done, SOS.
Well, I think I might actually just jump off the phone and get back into the comment section.
Yep, do that, mate.
So we can finish up. It's coming up to the time, mate. But it's been a very, very good stream. I'm proud of every single one of yous. I love yous all, I really do. And I'll catch yous back in the comment sections.
And Stoddy, I'll give you a call in the next few days when the Panadol have run out, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks, mate.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
See you, mate. Good on you. Hey, drunk Aussie. Not so cow. Dinner is finished. Time to go see Little Alaska tomorrow. That's fantastic, mate.
Who's going to Alaska?
No, drunk Aussie, his daughter, I think, is named Alaska, and he's going to go and see her tomorrow. Well done, and I'm going to go and see my daughter tomorrow. And the second I get off here, I'll be ringing my little girl to say, can I come and give her a hug? Or if not, I'm going to have to store up that energy and give her a hug tomorrow because I feel really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good too. It was great. It was great to hear Stoddy's voice. We love you too, Stoddy.
Yeah. I think he was really enjoying it. Right, man, I've got 9 months left of my building apprenticeship, so I really want to join the army. Should I apply now because I know the apprenticeship? Nah, finish it, mate. Finish it off, dude. Finish it off. What?
That. A lot of people feel like that towards the end of finishing something. You can hit a real dip in your motivation, but just pick yourself up, finish it.
Everything you start, you've got to try and finish, yeah.
Like we did today.
Yeah,
that was hard.
It wasn't as hard as a building apprenticeship.
No,
but it was
no, it wasn't. But we kept persevering.
I just wish that we had have had some B-roll of me raging here this morning, as it was getting closer to 10 o'clock, and I'm like, this is bullshit. The laws are stacked against us. It's the devil. It's nothing short of the devil.
Oh gosh, yeah, we were I resorted to getting a prayer chain going. Oh, look at these guys. Thank you.
Oops. What just happened then?
Have a look.
Wait a sec. I put the phone down to do a Nutsu cow.
Yep.
Corey, fantastic effort. Make the streams possible. Kaz and Lauren, here's to finishing up strong.
Yeah,
Corey,
thank you.
thank you very much, mate. Corey, well done, and thanks for joining us, mate. He's a Patreon legend. He's just got in there and he's been hitting the balls over the fence, so to speak. Good to have you here, mate. The lurker,
Yeah.
throws up there
Again.
a lovely gesture. The colour is not red. Okay.
It's pretty red.
It's not red. Okay, we'll call it maroon at best. Lurker,
Yeah, just call it that.
Nutsu cow, you're a legend. Guys and gals, it's fantastic.
It
You
is.
know, and we've got 5 minutes to go. George sat out, hits him again. Boom. We've got the flag coloured Nutsu cow screen. Georgie, great to have you here.
Yeah,
Guys
it
and
is.
gals, honestly, for anyone that came today, I really hope that everyone took away the power of people power.
Yeah.
Power. It's Action Jack, bam, Nutsu cow. My hand is actually getting sore.
Thanks.
I know.
We've definitely broken the record today.
Yeah, it's a great thing to be part of, and
It is.
for this lady, imagine if you could have spoken to her 2 days ago,
Yep.
when she was there sitting with her husband,
Yep.
and going, this just never stops, and then all of a sudden gets a phone call and going, do you mind if some strangers do a live stream media stream for you that goes all day? You'd be
Yeah,
going, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have internet, you idiot.
Yeah.
And then-
What the heck?
Bruce, someone said to have night vision equipment, then to look up into the sky and see amazing, interesting things. Would you care to comment, Kaz? Yeah, I can. Not a cow.
Thank you, Bruce.
You didn't have to put $1 down for that, but I'll let you know. When you have, as it is, you got to remember where a lot of military go in very, very rural locations. I don't know why the bad guy would be there. There's no point. We don't get light pollution, which means the stars can be so bright that you almost can't sleep. It's so bright. It's perfect for night photography. If anything, it's too bright.
It's a lot like that here in the bush in Tassie.
Yeah, it's just out of control. But some of the things you see moving around, you're going, well, that doesn't make sense. What the hell was that? But you can't capture it. You're just there stargazing, standing beside a man, laying beside a man who's not a sailor, going, in a different time, in a different life, with the right amount of Viagra, maybe. No,
look at
we
this.
don't. Doesn't even cross our minds.
Thank you, Bailey's hat.
Bailey's hat and Peter H. Nutsu cow. Thank you very much, team. Thank you very much. And you know what? With that, we've got 2 minutes to go. RB Iceberg, this has been an awesome effort today, Kaz, and team happy to put dollars towards a worthy cause.
Thank you.
It's amazing. It's Nutsu cow moment. And please, can we cut that off now? No more donations from anyone today. You have given so much of your time, of your effort, of your heart.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's about Father's Day.
Yeah.
Save a couple of bucks, buy your family a chook. Even the light has just started to die just now.
Yeah.
Over
order
there.
a club sandwich for your dad or something.
Look, humanity is restored today. It really is. It was only the last stream when people asked, is patriotism really there in Australia? And I think today you guys delivered. You answered.
Yeah.
It's been a beautiful day, and tomorrow's your day to relax. Sunday, day of rest. And I tell you what, it's going to be an amazing present that you've given a father in, where is he from, Minabibi? Illenbar.
Yeah.
George sat out. He can't help himself. Last one, have a good night.
George is a long hauler. He was here from the
Not so
get-go.
cow. No more, you buggers. No more. Please, buy yourself that chook.
Yeah.
Guys and gals, it has been, the light just came back on. You've got that power there, Georgie. We're on the 59th minute.
Yeah.
We're going to call this one out here. Lauren will have the second last words, and then I'll finish it off the way it started today.
Yeah, because I'm just really overwhelmed, because when we first identified Roddy and Loretta, Kaz and I were like, well, we're both giving money, so if no one else gives and they all just come and show some love, that'll be really awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely overwhelmed by how much love you have all shown for these people. I'm going to tear up again, so I'm going to try to keep it not so emotional, because I'm really, really overwhelmed that the love that we felt to give, you guys felt too. And that just sums up the spirit of this amazing community.
Yeah, I think you've done a really good job of closing that off. Honestly, if you to have looked behind the scenes and seen how many hurdles got in our way that almost prevented this from happening so many times, whether it be technical, whether it be human resource, whether it be inspiration, timing, etc. It is crazy that it came across, and there's only one way this happened. One was your trust in what we're doing for someone else.
Exactly.
And as well was Lauren kept telling me, get back up again, don't let it beat you, don't let it beat you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it was you who kept getting back up and trying again. So, you did it.
So my solemn promise to you is that every cent that went today, plus the stuff, the 500 is the first donation that I made this morning, is all going to this family, all of it. And I can't wait for the follow-up to find out how it went.
Yeah,
sorry?
I can't wait either. It's going to be great.
And although this might be a one-off stream for them, we will continue to reach out to Loretta and help her how we can.
Exactly. We've made great friends this week.
I still call Australia home.
Exactly. I am, you are, we are Australian.
Well, not all right. There's a couple of people from overseas.
Yeah, with them. Come on now. I'm tired.
All right, guys and gals. Really loved it. Take it easy. The next stream we'll probably do will be Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you've given too much of yourself. You've got to give back to your family, who's allowed you to have basically the better half of a weekend watching someone talk shit for over 8 hours.
I think we had some great conversations myself. Boy, we covered some ground. I think I'm going to give a thumbs up in the chat to all the long haulers.
It was a good job.
From the get-go.
All right. What? Nathan Ireland comes in with a last-minute bloody nose. It's crazy, mate.
What the heck? Nathan Ireland, thank you.
What colour's that, Lauren? Is that? I guess that's pink, is it?
No, that is red. That's more of a fire engine red than a raspberry red.
That's an uncooked steak right there. Nutsu cow. You're not on an island here, Nathan. You're on a continent with a lot of people similar to yourself. This was the stream of givers. It was. Okay? And I don't mean that as in like you gave donations, you gave time, you gave everything today for someone you don't know. And that is the reason why Australian soldiers do their bit to serve the people that are worth serving. So guys and gals, this is your time. It's time to go. There's no thank you that I could say today that would do justice to what was done by a fantastic channel, the best small channel in the world.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to go. We'll continue to grow. And you'll always have this as a chapter of the time that you remembered, the day that everything was there for a stranger who we took the time to trust on a weekend that was designed for you to recuperate. So that's me. I'm done.
Yeah, I was done an hour ago.
Nathan Island, back into it. Stop it. Save some for that chook.
What?
Boom. Nutsu cow. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah,
Happy Father's Day. No one knows how long their batting score is going to go for.
Yeah, exactly.
So please make tomorrow a special day.
Happy Father's Day, Mr. Patterson.
Cane and peppers.
I am.
Mr. P, I think you're the oldest one amongst us. Mucho respecto to Obi-Wan Kenobi of the stream. I'm going to get out of here now, team, because you guys are going to go bloody broke if we don't.
Yeah, and Mr. Buckarooni's got a chat tomorrow.
Yeah, he has. 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Mr. Buckaroony.
Yep.
And I'll be there to see you there. Thank you very much for the wisdom, Lauren. Love and respect. Today's been a great day, and I feel awesome.
Yeah, me too.
All right, guys and girls, you should be very proud of yourselves.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night, Chick Bob.
Okay, off to the casino. I mean, no.
Cat!
See you later. Bye bye. Thumbs up.
Bye.
Thumbs of colour. Bye.